What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about the new Double Money event week as well as the vehicle discounts. This event week is for December 5th through possibly December 12th, 2019. If the new DLC does not release on the 10th, we're going to have to wait and see how this event week will play out. But we know it starts today. It could end on the 9th, but who knows? We'll see. So, before I mention any vehicle discounts, I want to mention and put emphasis on the fact that a DLC is coming this month, whether you like it or not, and it's important to start saving and grinding for money now. I know it's tempting to buy some of these vehicles, because of the discounts and stuff, but try to save as much money as you can. But I'm going to mention the discounts now and give my opinions on the cars, so let's get right into it. So, the current podium vehicle is the Flash GT. This car is normally about $1.7 million, a lot of money. It's not that great for rally racing, as the SE Sport kind of took over that throne, and it's better in almost every way. So Flash GT is not really that useful for rally races. But if you've been wanting one, now's the time to get it from the podium for free. I mean, can't argue with free, right? Also note that Rockstar has changed the way the wheel works if you already own the car. So let's say you own the Flash GT already, and you win it from the lucky wheel. Instead of it giving you the car as your free second Flash GT, it will actually give you RP instead. So the game recognizes that you already have the car and it won't give it to you. It's going to give you RP instead. So if you're attempting to win it, to then sell your old one to get some money, I know some people do that. The only way to do it now is to kind of sell your old one before attempting to win the new one. So that means the game won't give you the podium vehicle if you have it already. So selling your old one in hopes to win the new one is a little risky, because if you don't win the new one after trying a million times, whether you're using the closeout method or not, and let's say you don't win it, you lost your original and now you don't have the new one. So, but I mean, that's kind of what you have to do to get around this new rule. Alright, so to start off with the property discounts, we don't have any, sadly. So that kind of sucks. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 25% off the Thrax. This car was the first casino podium vehicle ever. I'm sure many of you still own it if you won it during the first week. It's not really that good for racing at all anyways if you don't have it. The Krieger and the Emirates have better handling and top speed, so the Thrax just gets completely outpaced. We also have 35% off the S80RR. This car has arguably the best handling in the game, but its top speed suffers. The Emirates and the Krieger have decent comparable handling, and they almost have twice the straight line speed, so it's not really that useful to buy the S80RR. We have 40% off the GB200. This rally car is a lot of fun to drive and the customization is great. It sadly doesn't compete with the SE Sport or the Flash GT in rally races, but it looks a lot nicer in my opinion. We have 40% off the GP1. Obviously, you're not going to be buying this car for competitive GTA racing. It's based off the timeless McLaren F1. It's a 90s gorgeous supercar with an exclusive interior and good customization. I actually recommend this one if you love the McLaren F1 in real life, but again, it's not necessary. Try saving your money for the next DLC. We have 40% off the ETR1. This car has a good engine sound and amazing handling, but its top speed is lower than his Entorno, making it pretty useless for supercar races. We have 35% off the RE7B. This car has good handling and decent top speed, but the S80RR is kind of better in almost every way. It's like the new, better RE7B. But then the Emirates and Krieger are even better than the S80RR, so the RE7B is really useless. About 3 years ago, the RE7B used to be the fastest car in GTA with its crazy speed bug caused by having the stock wheels and a custom spoiler. So its combination of its crazily glitched speed back then and the amazing handling that it has, it was just completely overpowered. And Rockstar never nerfed it. I mean, for months it was like that. But then one day, they decided to put it on discount, and then a few days later, they nerfed it, which was kind of a douchey move on Rockstar's part in my opinion. So Edub and I always like to joke around and call the RE7B the sorry 7B for people that bought it on discount a few days before they nerfed it. So moving on to the Summer San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Hot Ring Saber, a completely useless vehicle in my opinion, unless you're doing a lot of those hot ring only stunt races, but Again, not really that useful. We have 40% off the Omnis. This car is sort of in the same situation as the GB200, decent at rally racing and good customization and good looks, but it just can't compete with the Flash GT or the SE Sport in a rally racing situation. Moving on to the Benny's website, we have 35% off the custom upgrade for the LG that turns it into the LG Retro Custom. The cost is normally about $900,000, but with the discount, you can see it's now roughly about $600,000, which is an okay deal, but it's not really that great. And I'm sure most of you have this car already. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have one car on discount on this website, and that's the Rocket Voltic, which has a 35% discount. The Rocket Voltic is pretty useless if we consider the existence of the scramjet and obviously the oppressors, so don't spend your money on this, it's not really that worth it. Moving on to the Twitch Prime discounts for Twitch Prime members only. I will leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So, our first discount is 80% off the Italy GTO. This is the best sports car for racing alongside the Pariah. They're both very competitive depending on the type of race. And our last one is for the Schlagen GT, which also has an 80% discount. The Schlagen GT is not as good as the Pariah or GTO for racing. It's more of a car for style at this point in the game. Again, these two 80% discounts are for Twitch Prime members only. Also, keep in mind that you will get an extra 10% off all the previous vehicle discounts I just showed for being a Twitch Prime member. We also have 40% off vehicle liveries, brakes, turbo, transmission, and suspension upgrades. So this is a great time to upgrade your cars now if you haven't already. Moving on to the double money stuff, we have double money and RP on stunt races, and that's pretty much it. We sadly don't have double money on anything else this week. And lastly, we have the RC Bandito time trial Vespucci Beach, and this week's normal time trial is Galileo Park, and this week's premium race is Congestion Charge. I recommend either the Deveste 8, Emrys, or Krieger for Congestion Charge. The Deveste 8 will most likely be the best one, but if you can be strategic with the slipstream and keep getting the slipstream from the Deveste 8s using your Krieger or Emrys, you'll beat them once you get to the corners because the top speed difference isn't that much of a difference. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. Maybe there's a vehicle you're interested in getting. Let me know down below in the comments. Also, I can't stress it enough. Start grinding and saving your money now. Now's the time to start doing it. Don't wait till the last minute and say, I don't have any money to buy anything. That's your own fault. That new DLC is right around the corner, so start getting ready for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.